Welcome back to the channel, USD Coins coin lovers and history buffs. Today we are diving into one of the most astonishing and mysterious treasures of modern American coinage. A simple coin at first glance, but upon deeper inspection, this small piece of metal carries not only national symbolism, but also a massive historical and monetary value. Today, we are unraveling the story of the 1977 Liberty Dime coin from the United States, a coin that may look ordinary but has stunned the world with a reported market value of a jaw-dropping $7.5 million. Now, before you dismiss it as just another 10-cent piece, stick around. Because what you're about to hear will change the way you look at pocket change forever. Let's begin with the basics. The 1977 United States $1 coin is part of the Roosevelt Dime series, first introduced in 1946 to honor President Franklin Delano Roosevelt after his death. Designed by John R. Sinek, the dime features the left-facing portrait of Roosevelt on the obverse with the word Liberty boldly etched across the top, the national motto "In God We Trust," the mint year, in this case, 1977, and a small mint mark depending on where it was struck. Now flip the coin and you'll find the reverse design, a flaming torch in the center, symbolizing liberty, flanked by an olive branch representing peace, and an oak branch standing for strength and independence. Surrounding these are the words United States of America, and at the bottom, the denomination, $1. Seems like a pretty standard coin, right? But here's where it gets absolutely fascinating. In 1977, millions of Roosevelt dimes were minted. However, among these, a very limited and highly unusual variety was produced, either by minting error, striking anomaly, or as some believe, a covert test run that was never meant to be released to the public. This extremely rare variety of the 1977 $1 has become the stuff of legend among numismatists, the dedicated scholars and collectors of coins. What makes this particular 1977 $1 so special and so astronomically valuable? It starts with the materials. A handful of these coins were discovered to be minted on silver planchets, blank silver discs, rather than the standard copper-nickel clad used in 1977. This means they were produced using silver blanks left over from years earlier or potentially part of a secret mint experiment. These silver-struck 1977 dimes slipped into circulation by accident, bypassing detection for decades, but it doesn't end there. At least one known specimen features a double die obverse, where the image of Roosevelt and the inscriptions appear to be slightly doubled under magnification. This variety is rare, but when combined with the silver planchet, it elevates the coin's value exponentially. Then we consider condition. The coin that recently stunned collectors and auctioneers alike was certified in mint state, with flawless luster, perfect strike details, and zero signs of wear, an extremely rare preservation state for a coin over 4 decades old. All these factors collided to create the perfect storm in the numismatic world. At a private auction hosted by an elite collectors circle, this 1977 Liberty $1 in silver with double die obverse sold for a staggering $7.5 million. Yes, you heard that right. A dime, originally worth 10 cents, now valued at more than most luxury homes in the world. But where did this coin come from? Who held it? And how did it survive unnoticed for so long? According to reports, the coin was found in a deceased relative's safety deposit box, tucked away among World War II medals, old paper currency, and family heirlooms. It's believed the relative worked in or had access to the U.S. Mint in the 1970s. Some speculate it may have been pulled aside knowingly, while others argue it slipped through entirely by chance. Either way, this lucky discovery has rewritten the record books for U.S. coin values. Let's take a moment to understand the true scale of this. In standard circulated condition, a regular 1977 dime is still worth, you guessed it, 10 cents. If you find one in perfect mint state, it might sell to collectors for $2 to $5. But a rare error variety, struck on a silver planchet, featuring double die obverse, and preserved perfectly? That's a once-in-a-lifetime find. So how can you tell if you have one of these multi-million-dollar dimes sitting in your own collection, jar, or drawer? First, check the weight. Regular 1977 dimes weigh about 2.27 grams due to the copper-nickel composition. But a silver dime from earlier years weighs approximately 2.5 grams. A precise digital scale can help you spot the difference. Next, look closely at the color and edge of the coin. Copper nickel dimes have a reddish or copper stripe on the edge. A silver dime lacks this, its edge appears solid silver. Then, examine the obverse under magnification. If you notice ghosted doubling on Roosevelt's profile or the inscriptions, you may be looking at a double die variety. Finally, and most importantly, if you suspect you have something unusual, get it authenticated. Professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can confirm whether your coin is genuine, what type of error it holds, and its market value. In the world of numismatics, history and rarity combine to create incredible value. The 1977 Liberty 1 dime is a shining example of how something so small can become a symbol of immense worth. It's a reminder that history can be hidden in plain sight, and that treasure doesn't always sparkle. Sometimes, it jingles quietly in your pocket. So next time you get change from a vending machine or dig through an old jar of coins, don't overlook the humble dime. You just might be holding a piece of American history worth millions. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare coins, make sure to like the video, subscribe for more incredible numismatic stories, and hit that bell icon so you never miss an update. And hey, drop a comment if you've ever found an unusual coin. Who knows, you could be sitting on the next $1 million discovery. Thanks for watching, and keep your eyes on the coins. Until next time, stay curious and stay wealthy. Today, we dive into the incredible tale of a coin you may have held in your hands once without ever realizing it. A dime. Just 10 cents. A coin so small, so ordinary, yet one that carries a value so enormous it could buy you a mansion, a fleet of luxury cars, and still leave enough to fund a lavish lifestyle. This is the unbelievable story of the 1996 Roosevelt Dime, known today among collectors as the coin of liberty. A coin that has gone from pocket change to a jaw-dropping valuation of $6.5 million. Sit tight. This is a story you don't want to miss. Let's begin where it all started, the birth of the Roosevelt Dime. The Roosevelt Dime was first minted in 1946, a tribute to President Franklin D. Roosevelt, one of the most influential American leaders of the 20th century. He led the country through the Great Depression and World War II, and he was also instrumental in founding the March of Dimes, a campaign to fight polio. It was only fitting that the dime, the very coin that helped fund polio research, would bear his image. Replacing the winged Liberty Head dime, also known as the Mercury dime, the Roosevelt dime became a symbol not just of monetary value, but of a nation's resilience, health, and liberty. The 1996 Roosevelt Dime. Why this one? Fast forward to 1996. The United States Mint released millions of dimes bearing the familiar Roosevelt portrait and the mint mark D, indicating the Denver Mint. At a glance, these coins appeared completely ordinary, but something extraordinary happened with a few specific coins from that year. One coin. One particular dime struck in 1996 at the Denver Mint, unnoticed by the world for years, would later surface, creating a tidal wave in the numismatic world. This coin, minted under seemingly routine circumstances, was discovered to possess extreme rarity, mysterious anomalies, and perfect condition, traits that elevated it to a legendary status among collectors. What makes it so rare? Numismatic experts believe this 1996 dime was struck using a special experimental die, possibly created as a test for a high-relief, proof-quality production. Unlike normal circulation dimes, this one had exceptionally deep strikes, full torch details, razor-sharp lettering, and a nearly mirror-like finish. What's more, there is only one known example in the world in this pristine condition. This is not just about rarity and quantity, it's about a unique blend of minting anomaly, historical context, and unrepeatable quality. In the world of coin collecting, such a one-of-one specimen is the holy grail. Discovery and auction frenzy. The coin's rise to fame began quietly when an anonymous collector stumbled upon it in a forgotten safe deposit box. He had no idea what he held at first. But after professional grading and authentication, the shock was real. It was confirmed to be a previously unknown specimen, struck to a quality far exceeding typical circulation coins. News of this dime exploded across collector circles. In 2024, it was sold in a private auction to an international numismatic investor for an astonishing $6.50 million. Yes, you heard that right, $6.5 million for a dime. That makes it the most expensive modern-era U.S. coin ever sold. The symbolism of liberty beyond its monetary value. This coin carries profound symbolism. The Roosevelt dime was always more than a coin. It was a reminder of America's fight against polio, the strength of leadership, and the perseverance of a nation. This 1996 D example, dubbed the coin of liberty, represents how even the smallest and most overlooked pieces of our daily lives can hold stories and legacies that stretch beyond generations. Liberty, etched in every groove of its silver surface. Freedom, stamped in the date. History, in the letter D. And now, legendary value, in the eyes of the world. How to know if you have one? You might be wondering, could I have this $1 million coin in my drawer? The odds are beyond astronomical, but just in case, here's what to look for. Mint mark D below the year 1996, unbelievably sharp detail, especially on Roosevelt's hair, and the torch on the reverse, no signs of wear, as the only known $1 million dime is in near-perfect uncirculated condition. A brilliant, almost reflective surface, graded MS 70 or near it by reputable institutions like PCGS or NGC. Even if you don't find the exact $1 million coin, high-grade 1996 D dimes in excellent condition can still fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on their quality. Why coins like this are valuable, you might ask. Why would anyone pay millions for a dime? The answer lies in rarity, condition, historical intrigue, and collector demand. In the world of high-end collecting, money isn't just about material value, it's about owning a piece of time, of mystery, of exclusivity. And this coin, the 1996 D Roosevelt dime, fits all those categories perfectly. Only one in the world. Never to be minted again. That is value beyond measure. Final thoughts. From 10 cents to millions. In a world where we overlook small things, a dime, a moment, a detail, this coin reminds us to pay attention. Because what seems ordinary can sometimes be the most extraordinary of all. The 1996 D Roosevelt dime, the coin of liberty, may have started life as simple pocket change, but today it stands as a symbol of numismatic perfection, historical wonder, and stunning financial value. So next time you hold a dime in your hand, pause for just a second. Look at the year. Look at the details. Because you never know, the next great discovery could be lying in the palm of your hand. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this incredible story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you never miss another unbelievable tale from the world of rare coins. Share this video with your friends. Who knows, maybe one of them is holding a fortune without knowing it. This has been your host on the journey through history, mystery, and $1 million coins. See you in the next video.